Hello, welcome to the Craig's Motel. My name's Conan, I'm the concierge. Beat Tape 3 is out today. I'm super excited about it. I'm really happy of how it's come out. Before I play the pause button mix, I just want to go through a few things. Firstly, thank you for all the support on Beat Tape 1 and 2 and the Craig's Motel kits. More of those to come. Things are a little bit, I'm not asking for pity or anything like that here, but things are pretty tough in the UAE at the moment, especially in the events industry. A lot of DJs are losing their jobs. A lot of people involved in hospitality and the events industry are losing their jobs. So it's just all a little bit unstable. So financially, things are a little bit tighter than usual. So every little bit of support that I'm getting with the kits and the beat tapes has really, really helped. And I really, really appreciate it. You have no idea how much. So before we go into the pause button thing, I wanted to talk about workflow. What I'm doing with these beat tapes, I'm putting them out consistently. I'm aiming to do one a month, and that is 100% doable, but you need to refine your workflow. If you're looking to do something like this, if you're looking to get into releasing beat tapes consistently on Bandcamp or through DistroKid or whatever, what I'm finding is that a refined workflow is so important. And Beat Tape 1 took me about 6 weeks to do. Well, it took about 35 years to do, but because that's how long it took me to get in gear to actually do beat tapes again. But the actual beat tape took about 6 weeks to do. And I made some mistakes with the beat tape, with the workflow, with the actually releasing it on Bandcamp, stuff like that. But I learned from it. Beat tape number 2 took about 4 weeks, and beat tape number 3 took about 3 weeks, possibly even less. Now, I think I'm pushing it if I'm going to go less than 3 weeks because I want there to be quality control throughout. I don't want to release shit. I want it to be good. So 3 weeks, I think, is probably my limit. And spending 3 weeks and then releasing a beat tape every 4 weeks, as I said, it's completely doable. And the thing is that I'm on such a roll now that whilst I'm finishing beat tape 3, I've explained this in a previous video actually, whilst I was finishing beat tape 3, I was already planning beat tape 4 and beat tape 5. And once you get into that role and you're not bogged down with all of the little the little errors, the finer details, you've got this refined workflow. You can churn, I guess is the word, but churn sounds a bit bad because it makes it sound like you're just production line churning stuff out. But this refined workflow is enabling me to put out good quality stuff consistently. And don't be afraid to learn from your mistakes. I made some errors on 1, 2, and I'll probably make some on 3. Well, I definitely made some on 3 actually in the production. Hopefully I won't make some of the errors that I made on 1 and 2 with the actual marketing and the actual release. I've learned from my errors there. But don't be afraid to make those mistakes as long as you learn by them and you can refine your workflow and you can tweak it. And I think the workflow needs to be tweaked all the time. Don't ever think that you have got it sussed. My mentor always used to say to me, once you think you know everything, you don't. And I live by that. And I learn new things every single day, and I'm not afraid to make mistakes. I'm not afraid to tweak things. I don't have such a big ego that I can't step back and go, okay, I messed up there. That was completely wrong. I need to tweak that to get it right next time. So anyway, I'm rambling on. I just wanted to go through why I think it's so important to get a workflow refined and tweak it and make errors and learn from them. So, beat tape number 3, incoming. Thank you for all the support.
Check this out. It's always in the morning. Just about the break of day. That's right. In the morning. Near the break of day.
Sunrise, sunset. What you want is what you get.
changed into a roller disco.
voices we have heard leave very little trace of their origins. Many questions still remain as to whether they are actually from the afterlife, or just stray radio or other transmissions.
Surge.